Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at your guys' chart requests from over here inside of the Discord. We will also be taking some from the live chat here on YouTube as well. But you guys put your chart requests in over the weekend, and we are going to be hitting these here today. We got them all loaded up actually inside of a playlist right over here inside of TradingView. So we're going to just be opening these up. Today is March 24th, so those are going to be all these chart requests here. We're going to be knocking these out throughout the week, and we'll also be taking them from directly from the live chat. Like we said, I just wanted to start off real quick and show you guys the SPY. So this is the S&P 500. There's a couple charts I want to talk about actually real quick off the bat. The first one is the SPY. So this is pretty much the top 500 stocks in the market, right? In the stock market, you're talking about Amazon, right? Microsoft, Apple, all the top 500 companies. But what I just want to point out is the fact that we're bouncing right now on this white line. This white line represents the 1 year moving average. So if we zoom out, you could see that it normally plays a pretty good it acts as support more often than not. You can see it bounced on it right here in 2023. It got pretty close to it right here in 2024. We lost it right here in 2025, but we were only down there for a couple weeks and we bounced right back. So I would say when it's bouncing on this white line, it's a good time to buy stocks. If it's down here, it's a great time to buy stocks. If it's at the 4-year average, this doesn't happen very often. I mean, the last time this happened was in 2025. Before that, it was all the way back here in 2022. So you get that opportunity probably like once every 3 years. And then it just randomly will correct into this white line more often than not. It'll be really interesting to see if the SPY is going to hold on to this, what is that, 650 level. It bounced at 645, so you could have a stop loss at like 634 on this. I would love to see a green dot on the SPY. Okay, so the title of this video is Altcoins in Stocks are bouncing at very, very crucial levels. Like if we can bounce off of this and continue this move higher, right, that's going to be really good for the markets. We've had this pullback over the last month or two, and now we're bouncing at a very crucial support level. The other one I wanted to point out was the VIX. I made a TikTok on this today. Okay, so the reason I like the VIX here is because it's given a red dot with the wave way up here. You guys know that's a topping signal. It doesn't mean it's going to 100% be the top, but if you look at historically, right, come back here and just look. The last time we got the red dot was right here in April of 2025. You can see the VIX went way up here. Okay, it hit 60 and then it pulled back for the next like 6 months. So with that being said, that is a bottoming signal in the markets. So when this thing is going up, right, the markets are going down, right? You can see the topping signal came right here on April 14th, 2025. That's the same red dot that's showing up right now here in March 2026. Okay, this is when mass panic is happening, right? Everyone was panicking about tariffs back here in April. Now everybody's panicking about World War III and all these other events that are just outside of our control. But you could see, I just want to point this out, right? The red dot came right here in April of 2025. If you go back to the SPY, where did the SPY bottom? Where did this come? Right there in April. It was the next week we got that signal. And then stocks just went for a ride all the way up here over the last year, right? We've just been going up, up, and away. So that was a massive correction. Again, that VIX literally called the bottom of the market when you got that signal. That was a bottoming signal for the market. You're getting the same exact signal here in March. So I know it feels bad right now. I know things are crappy in the markets, but literally how you make money in the markets, and if someone wants to disagree with me, they can, but the only way to make money in the markets, okay, is to buy when everybody else is selling. If you're investing and you're not day trading and you're not gambling and you're investing, the best time to buy are the most uncertain times. And the most uncertain times, okay, are normally when this is up here, when this wave is up here on the VIX, the VIX. This is the volatility index, okay? So this indicates panicking. Okay, when it's up above 30, people panic. If the VIX is up above 30, it's normally a good time to buy. Okay, historically. Okay, you could see when it got up here in this 30 range, pulled back, hit 30, pulled back, hit 30, pulled back. That was back in 2022. But again, just to point out, again, that red dot came back here in April of 2025. Look what Ethereum was doing. Where was Ethereum in April 2025? It was literally at the bottom. April 14th, the same week that the VIX got the red dot, like we just talked about. Ethereum got the green dot and just absolutely ripped. Okay, 1,500 to 5,000. Again, everything we do here, guys, is based off of data. I'm not pulling rabbits out of a hat. We're simply just looking at what the data says. If this dot is green on Ethereum, you could see it's a really good time to buy, especially if the wave is down here. The reason we want to buy when the wave is down here is because a big pullback has happened. People are not excited. People are not having a good time. People are giving up. People are quitting. People are going to do something else during this time. It happens cycle after cycle. Only the strong survive. Only the ones who can hold on will make money in the end, right? Everyone wants to chase the quick buck. Everyone wants 1,500 all the way up to 5,000 tomorrow. I included. I would love Ethereum to be at $5,000 tomorrow. But if we're looking at things from a logical perspective, we're looking at things logically, it's not going to happen, right? What's going to happen is it's going to take time. There's going to be red days. There's going to be green days. But overall, right, this move right here took 5 months. 5 months to make 250% on your investment. You're not going to get 250% in real estate or anywhere else in the matter of 5 months. The stock market and the crypto markets are the only place you can make those kind of gains. And it's not easy. It's not easy to hold through times like this when everybody else is bearish, when everybody else is breaking down, right? Okay, despair, right? The best time to buy doesn't feel like the best time to buy. Does that make sense? Like, if we're buying when everyone else is selling, it feels really stupid. Like, it feels like you're an idiot when you're buying when everybody else is bearish, because we're going against the herd, right? We know that a big, massive dip has happened because, again, our wave is down here. We pulled back 65% since we called our topping signal right here. So all we're doing now is just loading our bags. We can go down 1% a day. It doesn't matter. Okay, overall, we're looking 1 to 6 months out for this kind of a move to redevelop. And the fact that the VIX here is giving that topping signal is a really, really good sign. Okay, a really good sign for investors. Maybe not for day traders who are looking at tomorrow's price, but people that are looking out, 1 to 6 months. I think we've topped here. Okay, and just because I think we've topped here doesn't mean we've topped here. A lot of things going on that are out of our control. A lot of things. Okay, World War III, oil prices, all that stuff. Okay, sometimes we just got to bite the bullet because, again, it's the most uncertain times in the market that create the biggest opportunities. And I think we're sitting on a gold mine opportunity right now. As soon as this war ends and as soon as Donald Trump comes and tweets and says, hey, it's over, markets are going to go right back up. And I got a feeling that's coming very soon just by looking at what the charts are saying here. So I know it's rough right now. I know it's very rough waters. It's very uncertain. But again, hey, we're here for a long time, not a good time. Okay, it sucks right now. Markets suck. We've been pulling back. Look at Ethereum's chart. Ethereum has literally pulled back for 8 months. Red, all the way down. 8 months since we called that signal back in August. That was the topping signal. It was the topping signal right here in December. It was the topping signal back here in March. Okay, we just rinse and repeat, folks. We're buying here, selling here. This is not a day trading, get rich quick strategy. This is an investing strategy. Okay, we reference ourselves as farmers in every video. Okay, if we're a farmer, we're planting seeds down here and we're harvesting up here. Okay, farmers don't dig up the seed every single day and make sure it's growing, right? That's just so unproductive. All we got to do is wait for the season, right? We got to wait till this wave comes back up here. I wish I could give you an exact date, an exact time. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. Okay, I can give you a general time frame just by looking at the data, right? April to August, that was a 5-month move from here to here. This one right here, September to December, that was a little less. That was about 3 months it took to top out. This one back here in 2023, October all the way up to March, that was about 7 months. So I typically look 1 to 6 months out once we get the signal. So if you entered off this signal here in March, you should be looking at August right now, right? August or September. That is our target right now. What we do on the day-to-day, red, green, right? None of that really matters to us. All we can do is remain bullish as long as this dot remains green and as long as we hold on to our major support levels. So, again, I know it's rough waters out there. Looks like we're pretty split. We got a poll going on in the chat right now. Do you feel good about the markets today? Yes, 61%. No, 39%. So we're still pretty good. 61% is like a D minus, but that's okay. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Jeff? What's going on, Chris? What's going on, 4Chum? What's going on, Rob? And the great thing about our community, guys, is we don't have to do this alone, right? Investing alone is very hard. But when you have a community, when you have people around you, right, encouraging you, telling you to hang in there, it's a lot easier when you got support, right? And that's why we have the community. That's why we have the Discord, right? We're all in this together. This channel is not about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us working together. And I can tell you right now, times suck, right? These times suck when markets are just going down and they're going sideways. They're very boring. But as soon as this season comes, as soon as we hit harvest season, you guys are going to see an explosion probably in the Discord. There's probably going to be a ton of people coming in, and it's you guys right now that are in the trenches right now. We're all in the trenches together, right? We're out in the field planting seeds. That's all there is to it. We're in the field planting seeds right now, taking care, tending our investments or tending the land, however you want to look at it. So hopefully that makes sense. Moreno, what's going on, brother? I see a request here in the chat. Let's go ahead and hit these chart requests. Fubu today, this one had a stock split. So I haven't figured these stock splits out. I don't understand it. I always find out like the day of, and then, right, it goes down. Those options were down that we bought were down really big. I'm thinking about just cashing those out just because I don't know how this is going to react. I mean, I feel like this should be illegal to stock split. I just don't get the point of why companies stock split. But pretty much what happened was they did a 1 to 12 stock split. To be honest with you, I've been doing this for 9 years, and I still don't understand why companies do this stock split thing. So anyone who's asking about Fubu, I really don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen now that they've split. I don't know how that affects the company or affects the stock. It says it's up 900% today, but that's just because it did a stock split. I wish it was up 900% today alone, but again, it did a stock split, so I don't know. Now the chart's pretty much broken, right? The chart's pretty much broken now that it had the stock split. So there's been a couple of those this year that have just been very unfortunate events for some of my portfolio, like Fubu. Like it's just something that's completely out of my control, kind of like World War III. And it just kind of eats at you sometimes because it's like, what is going on? Why can't they just stay? Why can't the stock price just stay at where it was and just trade how it is? Like, how can they just do a 1 to 12 stock split and just print more stock? It just doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. I'm thinking about cashing those options out and just taking the loss on it just because, again, something out of my control. I don't know why people stock split or what the point of a stock split is. It's hard to say. I see one here for Dusk. So Dusk has a green dot showing up. Again, our strategy is to buy when the wave is down here. You can see that came at 4 cents. It went all the way up to 30 cents, and now it's back down here, giving another reversal signal here. So you're seeing some of these altcoins like Dusk and TAO. TAO's up 13% today. Hype's up 7%, just doing very well. So the new support for this one's going to be right there at 7 cents. You got the buy signal right here. Just understand you're buying it at a higher level, but that doesn't mean this thing can't go up. That's a really strong move here. It's up 34% on the week. If we zoom in here to the daily, it is breaking out. So our sell strategy is always to sell up here in the red zone. Up at 20 cents would be the first target. If it breaks that, you can see it could break out over the red zone sometimes, but we'd be targeting about 20% or 20 cents on this. If you want to be a buyer off of this, I might wait for a little bit of a pullback, but it does look good. I don't know much about this network, but it had a really nice move off of our last signal right there. We also got one right here in November, right there around 4 cents. So that was a 10x trade if you guys entered on that. And now you're getting one right here at 12 cents. So not my favorite trade. I just make sure it holds on to 7 cents here. TAO just ripping. Again, this signal came back here in February, down here at 170. It's taken 6 weeks, but we're all the way up here at 330. So let's zoom in here to the daily, and we could see that our red zone's up here at 430 to 480. So big move here. I don't know that I would chase this one right now. It could definitely move up here to 480. It's up above the EMAs now on the daily. We've been talking about that the last couple of streams. When we are down below these EMAs, okay, we are in a downtrend. Okay, when we break up above them, that's when we go into an uptrend, right? So we're in an uptrend, and this thing's breaking out over the 50% line on the Fibonacci. If you guys don't know what the red zone is, it's part of the Fibonacci retracement. It's just an indicator that we use. And again, if you guys do not have these indicators that we're talking about here today, you guys can download those over here under the trading indicator tab by clicking on this link. You guys can get my whole entire trading layout by doing that, but our target's always up here in the red zone. You can see the last time we were in the red zone was back here in November. Okay, that was at $500. You got the red dot right there, and it pulled all the way back to 150. So Beautiful move here. This gives me hope that yes, we are in an altcoin season, right? Altcoins are starting to move up. You got names like Hype also taking off here, doing very, very well. And yeah, both of these look really good. Both of these look really good. There's no red zone on Hype, it doesn't look like. Just yet, so it's hard to... Oh, yes, it does. This one has a target of 52 to 60. So, again, hopefully you bought off our signal. That was down here in January at around 22. So, again, the buying and selling part is easy, guys. The buying and selling part is easy. The hardest part of being an investor and trading these markets is waiting, right? Because once we get this signal, right, we got that on January 26th. January 26th was right here, okay? Literally right here at $22. So now, once we enter here, we need to be waiting until we get back up to the red zone, because the red zone is our profit-taking place. And Hype looks really good here, reversing. Really good. Bouncing off those EMAs. I think that's easily going to 60 bucks. So I'd use a stop loss probably somewhere around 36. 36 on the stop loss here based on the daily. And again, looking for that red zone up there on Hype, and then the red zone for TAOs up here at around 480. I see one in the chat here for QNT. Yeah, get those chart requests in the chat, guys. I'll be answering those today. If we can get this video to 100 likes, I'll give away 50 XRP for a giveaway here by the time we sign off, if we can get to 100 likes here today. QNT, this one looks good. I was looking at this today. Again, we got our signal back here at 60 bucks. The daily is breaking out. So you see this crossover here? See how it's crossing over those EMAs, how they cross over like that? You can see how they cross down here, and we were in a downtrend. Okay, got rejected. But now we're breaking out over those EMAs and pulling back. So I really like quant here. I would actually probably take a position on this if I had some spare change right now. But Uncle Sam in tax season is just cleaning me out right now. I have no cash because I have diverted all my cash to pay my taxes for 2025, which is just lovely. But $68 looks like a very solid support level. I think this one's about ready to blow. Okay, I'd be targeting right here between 120 and 130. This is one of my favorites. It says Axel, AXL. I still like this one. Okay, this was a play on the monthly alert, so we are still remaining long here on Axel. This is Axlar. They got the partnership with Ripple and also with MasterCard. This is a long play here. Okay, this is a 6-month investment. So we bought this a couple weeks ago at around 0.05. I think we bought it at 5 cents. I'm staking it right now, earning 12%, but this one's like 5 to 6 months away from being a sell, right? It's had a nasty capitulation here. I mean, if this goes back to all-time highs up there at 250, okay, you're talking about a 4,000% move if that plays out. So I'd remain long here if you believe in the project. I think they got a lot of things going for them, a lot of very interesting partnerships, like one with MasterCard and one with Ripple. So as long as this dot is green, I still like it. Okay, it's just sitting here around 5 cents. That's a pretty decent level. I see one for 4Chump for CNQ. CNQ, this is a Canadian see, this one's got the red dot up here. So again, we want to buy down here, guys. Up here, times are exciting, right? It's super exciting when we go up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks in a row. I mean, we're losing our minds at that point, right? We're just like, yeah, baby. Right? That is the exciting time in the market. That is the time where everybody's freaking out, right? Everyone's having a good time, right? It's going up, right? Iran's getting bombed, right? People are celebrating because all their oil and gas stocks are going up, right? Which is just terrible. But right now, you could see the separation off of the averages, right? Look at the averages. That's the yearly moving average. That's the 4-year. Okay, you're getting a red dot up here. I would sell the crap out of CNQ right now. Okay, if you're trading the technicals, okay, again, how do we know we're getting a fair price on an asset? Okay, we have to buy at the mean, at the average. So we want to buy around the moving averages. So this is the yearly moving average. It's sitting at 50. The 4-year moving average is sitting at 42. You see how it hit it back here, back in April 2025? That was your time to buy, okay? We don't chase things up 10 weeks in a row, okay? We cash these out. We take profits because eventually, right, it's going to come tumbling back down, and then you're going to feel stupid for not taking profits. I get a lot of people telling me, man, I wish I would have took profits back here in August, which is which is valid, right? You should have been taking profits on crypto. See the separation on Ethereum from the moving averages? You see the distance away? The price is up here, the averages are down here. So when we're way off the averages like that, again, you're in delusion territory. You're in new paradigm. You're in greed territory. We want to sell the greed, buy the fear, right? It feels stupid to buy in despair when everyone else is bearish. When everyone on Twitter, everyone on the news, everyone's screaming that we're going down, you feel like an idiot buying, right? You really feel stupid. But that's the point, right? Warren Buffett says buy when there's blood in the streets. He didn't say buy when everyone's excited and having a good time, right? After we've gone up for 10 weeks in a row, right? That's not the strategy. Okay, and you're seeing a clear sell signal right here at 67. I would sell CNQ here. I see one from Rob for Pyth. And again, guys, I take the green names first. So I take the Spartan names in the chat as priority here. So if you guys want to become a YouTube Spartan, it is separate from the Discord. You guys can hit that join button on the video here and rank up to a YouTube Spartan. But Pyth's sitting down here at 4 cents. This chart is very ugly. I bought this one based on the fundamentals. I did sell it the other day. I didn't sell it because of technical reasons. I sold it because I have to go pay my taxes. So I had to sell a couple of my names in order to raise cash to pay taxes. So I sold this one at a loss, but I still like the project. These guys are Chainlink's competitor. Again, they've gone down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months in a row. 7 months in a row, they fall into the floor. So, yeah, I mean, all the way down to 3.5 cents is where it hit back there in February. I'd just be looking for a green dot on this one. You got the MACD crossover, so I wouldn't give up on this one. I gave up on it because I had to sell something, and this was one of my least favorite names just because it's so new. It just came out in 2025, so it's still new. It's still a very new project. So above 3.5, I think it looks good, but I'd probably set a stop loss at 3.5 there. I see one for AKT. The NASDAQ just blasted off. What happened? Did Trump tweet that the war is over again? Oh, man. What's the QQQ? You said the QQQ blasted off after hours? It doesn't look like it's really going up. I guess it went up a little bit, but I guess we're just waiting on a Trump tweet. Like, screw all these signals. Just look and see what Trump says, guys. That's all that matters. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, of course. AKT here. I see AKT from the chat. This was also a request over here in the Discord. So we got our signal back here at 28 cents. We also had one right here at 42. It's sitting right here at 54 right now. So again, you could have added here in November, added here in March, and now you're definitely in profit. So we just be waiting until we get back to the red zone, right? The red zone currently is sitting up here around 120 to 150. If this thing pulled back to like 42 cents, I would snag it. But I wouldn't chase this one up here. Maybe look to the daily and look for a little bit of a pullback, maybe into the EMAs. Not saying this thing can't keep going. Again, if you entered on this signal, you're up about 100%. I think this one could easily push up to $1 here. So I'd be a holder and then maybe look to add on a daily green dot or a 4-hour green dot, which looks like you're going to get a 4-hour here in a second or in the next couple of minutes. I'm sorry, a couple of days, but we'd be targeting up here in the red zone. So our target on this is 130 to 160 on AKT there. I see one for Marlog for Aerodrome, Aerodrome Finance. So this one's down here at the bottom. We've been watching this one again. We're in a very boring market right now, like so boring that I'm like falling asleep at these charts, and I'm sure some of you guys are too, but we're range bound. I mean, we haven't moved in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. 8 weeks we've been on here looking at this chart, and it hasn't moved, right? We got our signals. Like I said, the buying part is easy, guys. That's the easiest part of this whole thing is, hey, just wait. Get a green dot and you buy. That doesn't seem that hard, right? It's very easy. But the hard part is, right, waiting till we come back up here. Okay, that's what takes time. That's what takes the whole, right, all your effort is holding through the boring stuff, holding through the drops, and just waiting till this wave comes back up here. It's the hardest part. If you can do that, if you can be patient and you can get yourself not to panic or get bored and sell, you're going to make a lot of money in the markets, okay? The last time we bought them, when we got these signals, was back here in April. Okay, that came right there at 34 cents. We're literally sitting at the same price we got this signal last time, and this went all the way up to 160. So I really like Aerodrome here as long as it holds on to 27 cents. I am very bullish. If 27 cents breaks and we get a red dot, we have to revisit our chart. But as long as the dot is green and we're holding on to that level, right? I mean, we've been here for 2 months, dude. 2 months we haven't moved. That is so boring. I mean, there's no action, right? Just up, down, up, down, up, down. Green one day, red one day, green one day, red one day. But pretty soon, I believe there's going to be a big impulsive move to the upside. And by that time, it'll be too late to buy, okay? Kind of like some of these other names, like AKT. You could have bought this one down here at 30 cents. Well, now it's at 50 cents. Now you just missed out on 100% because you didn't enter on the signal, okay? And now you're like, now it's a tough call. Right now we need it to pull back to like 50 or 42 to look for an entry. But I think Aerodrome is one of the best DEX crypto plays out there. Not my favorite one. I told you guys my favorite one yesterday was Cetus. I mean, I think this one's going to $1 and it's sitting at 2 cents. And it does the same thing as Aerodrome. I just think the SUI network's a lot bigger than the base network, or at least it's more utilized. But yeah, I like this one a lot above 27 still. It's very boring, right? It's hard for me sometimes to log on and do these lives every day when we're not moving. Like I feel like a broken record where I'm just repeating myself every single day, which is fine. I'm happy to do it, and I really enjoy you guys, but sometimes it's not easy. Like it's very boring to get on here and talk. I want to see this as much as you guys do, right? I want to see this big move, and it's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. It's going to come back up here. It's just a matter of when, right? We want action, right? We're action takers. We want action. Wow, Ethereum's flipping back to green. I think I just need to. I think I just need to. I think I just need to go live, and then everything will just be green. I think that just needs to be what happens. I think us going live has been moving the markets. I'm just kidding, but yeah, like this is very boring. Like 2 months of no action. I mean, I'm on board. I'm in the look at Ethereum. Ethereum hasn't moved in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. That's 2 months of being stuck between 2,300 and 1,700. We are in a consolidation phase, which isn't a bad thing, right? We actually call this the smart money phase. When things are going sideways, it's boring, right? People are tired, they're bored, they're complaining, they're just over it, right? But ultimately, that's where the smart money loads up, is when things are boring. They're not buying when everyone's excited, okay? Some people might be buying the very low, right? The very dip, kind of like us, trying to time the exact bottom. But ultimately, if we start to see this, I mean, we've been 2 months of just nothing, right? We're green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. Not moving, right? Just sideways action. So again, as an investor, like I said before, the buying part and the selling part is easy, right? It's easy to come down here and buy this green dot. Boom, $1,900 on ETH. We're actually in the green on our ETH position right now. But the hard part is waiting, right? Look how far Ethereum is from its red zone. The red zone's all the way up here at 4,400. So if Ethereum goes and retraces back to that zone up there, you're talking about 124% if it hits the top up there at 4,800. So you're more than doubling your money if you have the patience to wait for it to get back up here. Okay, so that's the strategy. And again, the hard part is waiting, and it's frustrating sometimes, right? It's frustrating to watch Ethereum go green, red, green, red. Look at this. Look at the daily, right? Green, red, red, green, red, green, right? If you're watching the daily price action, it could be frustrating. But if you look at if you zoom out and look at the macro, you can see when our signal came right here, we're green on that position. We're green on that trade that we took. But we want to see it go back up to 5,000 tomorrow, right? But we just can't think like that. We got to be thinking 1 to 6 months out on all investments. These are investments. These aren't day trades. This isn't a get-rich-quick strategy. Right? This is an investing strategy. So again, we just got to manage our expectations. Don't enter on a signal thinking that you're going to get rich tomorrow. Okay? These take time to play out. These plays take time to play out. So I think we're very close. Again, we talked about the VIX at the beginning of the video. When this thing is up here given a red dot, that's normally the signal that we are topping. The last one came in April 14th, 2025. We got the signal. Again, Ethereum was down here at the bottom, given the signal. And look at that. Pfft, huge move. So hang in there, folks. Hang in there. AVAX just jumped. AVAX. AVAX didn't really jump much. I mean, it's up a little bit if you're looking at the smaller time frame. But yeah, some of these names are flipping green. There must have been news or something. Does anyone got the news? Is there any news or something on Twitter? Do you believe that BTC will drop under 60,000? As of right now, no, I don't. I do not think Bitcoin will drop under 60,000. Okay, that is where my stop loss is. Okay, at 59. Okay, if we get a red dot, I'm going to change that stance. If a red dot pops up on Bitcoin, I will be changing my stance on what I think. But as long as the dot is green, we got to remain bullish. Okay, we got to be bullish. If you're using our indicators, if you're using our strategy, that's the strategy. I mean, there's no way around it, right? As long as the dot is green, we got to think we're going up. Okay, as long as the dot is green, we got to be thinking we're going up. If we get a red dot like we did back here in January, okay, we can short. We can short it, meaning we can buy puts and short it down, right? If a red dot comes on Bitcoin, I am going to open up a short position. I will open up a short, and I will let you guys know in the Discord what it is, and we will short it if it goes any lower. But as of right now, I don't think Bitcoin is going to break 60,000. Does that mean it's not going to? Absolutely not. But the data says right now that we are bullish. We are going up from here. What else we got? What do you guys think ETH will hit before drawing down again? I think ETH's going back to 5K easily. I think Ethereum is one day going to be 7 to 10,000. Look at FET just taking off here. Another one that was called out here at around 14 cents. It's up to 24. This one looks really good. See that how the EMAs are crossing over? That is a very bullish indication, okay, that we are going higher here. Okay, up above 19 cents. This one looks very strong. Target on that 70 to 80. That one's looking really good here, folks. Really, really good here for a big move up here. Okay, up above 19. I love the EMA crosses there. Again, we got the signal here back in March on the 9th at 14 cents. We're up above the 9 EMA. This thing looks really, really good here. Okay, we'd just be a holder of this. I mean, you can enter on this daily dot if you want. We'd be targeting 70 to 90 on FET. That's a big, strong looking chart. That one and QNT so far are my two favorite requests for today. Okay, QNT's also getting that EMA crossover there on the daily. It's breaking up over its 9 EMA. Both of those look like they're ready to break out to their red zones. What success rate with your indicator, not including having to size down? I mean, your success rate's always going to depend on your time frame. I mean, if you're willing to wait, if you go to Bitcoin, if you're willing to wait, right, 6 months, I would say it's anywhere from 70 to 80%. But if you're entering on a signal and then panicking, right, and selling, then obviously it's not a sell. Like this move here in February that we got, this unprecedented move that we got down here in Bitcoin, right? That ended up being a loss, but if you had a stop loss set at 80,000, you really only lost like 10%, okay? And now we got another green dot, so if it breaks out over that and goes higher, right, you're going to be in profit. So our strategy, if it goes the other way on us, is to average down, right? We're buying here, okay, and then buying more here, right here at 67. So if you bought it, say you bought right here at 85, and now you're buying here at 70. Well, your average cost is going to come down to like 76, 77. And then if we go back to 130, hopefully you think Bitcoin's going back to 130 one day. Okay, if you're bullish on it, I hope that's the case if you're buying it. Then you're going to be in profit. So if you're really willing to wait 6 months, I would say this strategy, if you're buying good quality assets and not buying meme coins or boob coins, okay, it's a very accurate strategy. Okay, 70 to 80%. There's still room for error there, right? There's still 20 to 30%. You're going to be wrong. Anyone telling you they got 100%, strategy is full of themselves. If you're willing to wait a year, like 1 year out, right? I would say that number probably goes up to 85%. If you're willing to wait 2 years, I would say it goes probably to 90. If you're buying good stuff, I'm talking like Microsoft, Apple, Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? Not poop coins or butt coins, but good quality projects, good quality assets, right? Not gambling on little micro cap stuff, but buying good quality companies with actual earnings. I would say the longer your time frame with the indicator, right, the longer you're willing to wait, the more accurate it's going to be. Hopefully that answers your question. I see one from Rob for XCN. Yeah, if you got your requests there in the chat, just keep getting them in. I will get to them. XCN's got a red weekly here, so this is one of those cases where, hey, we want to watch that 0.004 cent level. These guys got their main net launching in a couple of days. In 3 days, they're launching they're pretty much launching their main net, which is their layer 1 blockchain. They're going to be like an Ethereum. They're going to be like an AVAX. It's like their own ecosystem. And this is one of my largest positions. And I like it as long as it holds on to 4 cents or 0.004 cents. So this thing was back up here at 5 cents back in January. So if we reach that 5 cent level again, that's a 10x trade from here, right? That's going to go 10x from here. And they're launching a lot of new projects, a lot of new tech here in 3 days. So I think that will be a catalyst. It'll be interesting to see. You can see they're launching Goliath mainnet on the 27th of March. And you can stake this on their website right now and make about 26% APY by just staking it and not looking at it. That's kind of what I'm doing here, and I'm just waiting till it retraces back up here to the red zone. The red zone's sitting at around 2 cents right now. So I think that's a good realistic first target. And from where we're sitting right here at half a penny, that's around a 300% move from where we're sitting. Okay, I still really like XCN here. I see one for AAL. This is American Airlines. Okay, down here in buying territory. So again, when this wave is down here, that means we've experienced a very big drop. So I like this one a lot here above 10. I've talked to a couple people recently. I don't know if you guys have experienced the same thing, but I've talked to a few people over the last couple of days that said they're not flying right now with all this stuff going on with Iran. They're just not. They're not flying. They're not getting on planes. So I don't know if the war is affecting their stock, but you could see historically $10 is normally a good time to buy American Airlines. You just want to see that green dot pop, but $10 looks like a very solid support for AAL here. Yeah, it looks like we got some stuff moving here after hours, going up a little bit. Some of these altcoins are doing very, very well here. Lumia. So this one is just too... It looks like too new of a coin for me to really tell. Dot's green, but again, I don't like to trade charts that are going down and to the right. We want to trade charts that are going up and to the right. This means buyers are stepping in, buyers are buying. When you see a chart like this, there's not a lot I can tell you on a technical chart because, again, it's just dragging down. So I would just make sure it holds that 5 cent level. 5 cents is where we wicked down to there in October. Okay, that was the bottom right there. So make sure that holds there for Lumia. I see one for Snap. Snap just doesn't want to keep going. Snap wants me to sell so it can go back up, but it's not going to happen. I'll hold this stock to 0 just because I know they're going to get bought out if it goes any lower. Like, I know someone's going to step in. Like, I don't know why Elon Musk doesn't step in right now and say, hey, I'm going to buy Twitter. I mean, he has $1 trillion. I'm going to buy Snap. Like, he bought Twitter. I mean, Snapchat has 500 million daily active users. 500 million every day. They're logging onto this app. So it's not going anywhere. It's gotten absolutely crushed. I mean, we're at the 8-year low right now. So you want to talk about an undervalued stock? You're buying this stock right now at the lowest price in 8 years, since 2018. Okay, 8 years ago we were down here. Okay, and it reversed and went the other way. It went all the way up to $80. So Snapchat's one of my largest positions. It's been a very painful couple months for it. But again, if you're long on the company, you shouldn't care. You should be happy when your asset goes down. So I'm looking for a snap back on Snapchat. I'd like to see us get back up over the EMAs on the daily. It does have the weekly here, so it's an interesting way. I mean, it's a falling knife. It's technically a falling knife right now. So what I want to see is us bounce up above these EMAs, okay, kind of like we got here on QNT, because that's when the momentum's kicking in, right? Up above the EMAs, and then you bounce, okay, boom. That's when the momentum kicks in, okay? We're stuck below them right now. We're getting rejected. So we need something to happen. I think there was a news article today. Imagine that. They're getting sued. And again, these companies and stuff, they get sued a lot when they're at their all-time lows because they want people to sell. They want people to give up. They want people to sell their stock, right? But if you can hold through those things, like I full-heartedly believe in Snapchat. That's why I'm buying the stock. I mean, it's GameStop 2.0 for me. I just think it has a huge database, a lot of things going for it. And it's literally at the lowest price it's ever been. I mean, they're making more money than they have ever made here at about $2 billion a quarter. And back here, they were only making what? They were making like $400 million. They're making $1.72 billion now. They're making 5 times what they were making back here, and their stock is lower. So Not a lot of stuff making sense with the stock of Snapchat, but I'm in it for the long haul. And yeah, it's been a brutal couple months. I mean, it's technically a falling knife, but I do think we're going to find some buyers down here around $4 on it. So I'm still holding that one. You bet, Rob. Appreciate you, brother. TAI from Chris. Yeah, if you guys don't have the indicators, you guys can download them over in the Discord. There's a link to download my entire trading layout over there in the Discord. It's right here under the trading indicator section right here. You can get all the indicators, the red zone, the red and green dots, the EMA ribbons. I got a free trading course that breaks everything down right over there. Okay, right there, free trading course. You guys can watch that. That'll explain the strategy, and that will also explain all the indicators that we use here more in depth. But a lot of it's pretty straightforward, right? A lot of these are momentum indicators. So TAI looks good here. This one's breaking out. We got the signal where? Back there in February, right there at about just over a penny. It's almost up to 2 pennies now and breaking out. This is one that's getting over those EMAs right now. So I really like this one as long as it holds on to 0.013. I think these guys pay a pretty good amount for staking as well, but that one looks like it's reversing and going higher. That one looks good. I put a stop loss right there at 0.012 on that one. If it breaks 0.012, I would sell it, but that one definitely looks like the momentum's kicking in there on TAI. That's a low cap Solana play right there. Can I look at Neo? Absolutely, brother. Neo's looking good. Got our signal back here at just under 5. It's sitting at about 6 right now and pushing up. So target on that would be up here at 750. I like this one as long as it holds on to, I would say, about 540. 540. It did get a daily there, so you kind of want that one to hold. Target would be 750, but everything's still looking good. You got the MACD crossover there on the weekly as well with the green dot, and everything's pointing up on Neo. What else we got? A couple more here from the Discord. Again, all these chart requests right here, guys, in this playlist are from the Discord, so we're knocking them out in the chat, and we're knocking them out from over here in the chart requests. So if you guys have chart requests, I normally open this about once a week, and then we just cover them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I will not be live tomorrow. I have to travel and take a friend to the hospital. He's getting surgery, so he asked me to take him over because he doesn't have a ride and he can't drive. So I will not be live tomorrow, but I will be back live on Thursday, Lord willing. MSTR here, this one came from the Discord. Again, still green, still holding on, still very boring. Again, just going sideways, just not doing anything. So up above 120, I would say MSTR still looks like a good buy. Again, everyone was really excited about MSTR up here at 450. No one likes it down here at 100. So when no one likes the stock is when we want to enter. Okay, and again, we want to enter on these green dots right here. So you had a signal right here in December that came at 150. You had another one right here at 120. So if you're adding at 150, adding at 120, your average cost should be somewhere around 140. Okay, and again, we're just waiting for this wave to come back up here and give us a red dot. Okay, until that happens, we're just holding. The red zone for this one is sitting up here at around 400. So we'd be targeting $400 for MSTR. Of course, this one is going to deeply depend on how Bitcoin moves. And as long as Bitcoin holds that 60K level, folks, as long as it holds 60K, right, we are bullish here at Overkill Trading. If it breaks 60K, all bull bets are off. We're no longer bullish on Bitcoin or anything else. But as long as it holds, as long as the green dot holds, we have to be bullish. We cannot be listening to other narratives or other news outlets. If you're following this strategy, this is how it works. Green means up, red means down. Until we get a red dot, we're not bearish on Bitcoin or any Bitcoin-related assets. I see one here for MOH. This is a healthcare stock. That one just needs the signal. This is another stock that's just gotten absolutely busted up. Okay, Trump has not been nice to these healthcare companies. It is trying to find a bottom here around 130. Up above 120, I would say that one looks really good. It just needs the signal there. RNDR, let's look at the daily on this one. Again, this one's breaking out over the EMAs. So again, how to trade RNDR, this looks good. It's got a green daily here too. So up above 150, RNDR looks very strong. Very strong stock, or very strong crypto here. Target would be up here around 4 to 450. Okay, I like the fact that we broke out. Again, if we're down below these EMAs on a daily, okay, we're stuck in a downtrend. Okay, we broke out here, boom, false breakout, fall back. but now we're breaking out again here. Again, let's see the last time we really broke out on render. You can't even see it on this chart, but that is a bullish indication. I like render a lot here above 150. They also just got listed on Robinhood, which is very interesting. And I think they actually have it actually has a monthly, yeah, it has a monthly signal as well. So this one, QNT, and what was the other one? This one, QNT, and you guys requested one more. What was it? It was... I can't remember what it was. But Render and QNT are my two favorite crypto requests from you guys so far. And XCN, obviously, and Ethereum. I love those names as well. I see one from Candy for LAC. Lithium play here. That's got a red weekly, so you're going to want to make sure this one holds on to 340. Yeah, that broke back down. Got a green dot here on the daily. I would just make sure that one holds on to like 340. I'd put a stop loss at 340. If 340 breaks, I would sell it. It's just now getting down here into buy territory on the weekly, so it just needs the signal to confirm from the direction. But up above 330, I like it. It just needs to hold 330. Not my favorite stock, but it really needs to bounce here around $4. FET we covered, my man. FET looks... Oh, yeah, FET. It was FET, my man. That was the other one we were talking about. Right, so FET... again, you got the crossover there on the daily, right? We have the weekly, of course. More than likely, if this is crossing over, right? If these EMAs are crossing, okay, that more than likely means we're green on the monthly and also green on the weekly. So all those signals can be combined together. Again, we don't want to rely on one indicator. The more signals you have lining up, like if you have a green dot here on the weekly, a green dot here on the monthly, and an EMA crossover here on the daily, that's three things that are just lining up for us, right? So that tells us that, hey, this is bullish. So FET, QNT, right? QNT also looks very good here with the crossover. And RNDR are my favorite crypto requests from you guys here today so far. Okay, all of those look like they're about ready to absolutely explode here. I see one for Oracle. Oracle in the chat. This one's still ranging. Again, still going sideways. Would love to see this one break up. It's still green here on the weekly as well. So up above that level right there at 135, Oracle looks really good. Okay, again, waiting till the wave comes back up here and gives us a red dot. Okay, I still like Oracle here. Still like it. I would like to see it get up over those EMAs, though. I would like to see it break over like 165. METC. That one just needs the signal. It's sitting on its 4-year average. You can see it bounced on it last time. I like this one here. The green dot will confirm the bottom on that one. We got VG. VG's up here in sell territory. So anytime that wave crosses over the white line, okay, just how if it's crossing down here, giving us a green dot, we want to sell when it gives us a red dot up here. So this one's more than likely, yeah, it's in the red zone. So we would be taking profits here on VG on the next daily or weekly red dot. Okay, red dot in the red zone is our sell strategy. That is all laid out for you guys over here. Sell strategy number 1, we want to sell a red dot in the red zone. Sell strategy number 2, okay, you guys can learn about this strategy if you guys want to use our strategy in this free trading course right here. That'll break it all down for you. But again, looking for a red dot there on the weekly or the daily. I'd be a seller when that happens. H-bar from Candy. H-bar still just hanging. Again, very boring, right? Very boring. This one had a gold dot the other day, and now, right, people are asking about it, but we haven't moved, right? We got the gold dot at like 8. I think it was like 8 cents. It's sitting at 9 cents right now. So again, it's all going to depend on what we do here between 8 and 10. If we can break out over this 10-cent level, right, this thing's going to go parabolic. But until that happens, right, we're just stuck. We haven't moved in 2 months, right? Very boring. This is where we get very impatient, right? We want those big gains. We want them right now. Okay, it's got a daily green dot here. So again, I'd like to see that one get over like 10.5. Okay, you want to see that break up over those EMAs there. Target on H-bar right now is anywhere between 25 and 30 cents. Render we just covered. Yeah, Render is one of my favorite picks from you guys today. Got the EMA crossover. It's got a weekly signal and it's got a monthly signal. It's pretty much the trifecta for us. It's got all the signals. So RNDR is definitely one of my favorite names here, along with QNT and FET. Those are my favorite requests from you guys today for crypto, at least. Candy says she just keeps stacking H-bar. CNBC saying ceasefire that oil... Oh, yeah. So there's a ceasefire now, folks, in Iran. I'm sorry, but I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. But I want to. I want to believe it. But I sure hope CNBC's telling the truth for once. I see one for Chainlink here. Chainlink still looks good. Again, I'd like to see Chainlink break over the EMAs. It attempted to right here. You got a green daily here on Chainlink. So, yeah, I mean, this is one of my favorite. This is one of my largest positions. It is, well, to be honest, I think XCN's a larger position now than my, no, maybe not. I think Chainlink is still my number one position, but up above 8, I think Chainlink looks really good. Again, I would love to see it blast off here off this daily tomorrow if we can get over. If Chainlink breaks 1050, that's when the move's going to really start. Okay, we got the green dot. We got the green dot right here in February, right there around $8, $8.50. Okay, and now we've just been right, just very boring, very boring. Okay, a breakout over 1050 is going to confirm the breakout for Chainlink. So when you say your prayers tonight, okay, pray for a breakout over 1050 on Chainlink. Okay, and our target on Link is up here between 22 and 26. And it looks like the Clarity Act is going to pass. It looks like they came to a conclusion on the Clarity Act. So if that passes, that's going to be very bullish for Chainlink, because Chainlink is literally the plumbing of crypto. It's how they're going to use stable coins and transfer cryptocurrencies and things like that. So I believe Chainlink's going to hit $100 one day. I mean, that's just my personal preference. That would make it a $60 billion market cap, which is very small. Okay, which is literally the size of $60 billion market cap. If it hits, well, actually, from where it's at right now, what is it at? It's at a $6.5 billion market cap. So if we go to the top, okay, if it catches Solana in market cap, it'll be trading at $100. It'll trade at $100 a coin if it catches Solana's market cap, which I think is very possible. Very possible. Guys, if we can get another 22 likes on the live before we sign off here today, guys, I'll give away 50 XRP to somebody here. 50 XRP if we can get to 100 likes. We're at about 78 right now on the live, and we got about 112 people watching here on the live. KNC, this one looks like a rug pull. It is down here at the low of 2019, so you're buying this one at the lowest price since 2019. That's 7 years. So if you believe in the project, if you believe in what they do, looks like a great time to buy, but I've never even heard of the Kyber network. Grab Holdings. Oh, wait, no, that's Whiff. Look at Whiff. Whiff is whiffing here, baby. Dog with hat. It's a meme coin. Again, I don't buy memes, but again, we do got the signal there, so if you like it, I would just make sure it holds on to 16. There's so many bottoming signals right now. The bottom just doesn't feel like the bottom right now. It's just weird. It's a weird thing going on in the markets right now. But I do believe, I think it's the darkest before dawn. I think that is a valid strategy to live by. We're about 50-50 here on how we feel about the markets today. That's interesting. And I would have to agree with that. I don't know if I like the markets today either, if I'm being completely honest with you. Right? I mean, you got all these oil and gas companies going straight to the moon. I think what Trump meant when he said he was the crypto president was buy oil stocks. I think that's what he meant. I don't know how I didn't interpret that, but I mean, oil and gas has been the number one sector this year so far. I mean, just going on a parabolic move. While altcoins and crypto and everything else are way down, but just because they're down doesn't mean they're not going to bounce back, right? I believe they are going to have their day, right? It's just a matter of when. Would have been nice to be fully invested in oil and gas stocks and then be selling right now and rotating into crypto. But I think that's what's going to happen. I think there's going to be selling of, look at these oil and gas stocks. This is XOM. This is ExxonMobil, one of the biggest gas companies in the world. And look at it. Parabolic move, all-time highs. Okay, so you got to think people are going to start taking profits up here. Like, look at USO. USO, look at this. Look at the separation off the EMA. You're talking about a massive premium, right? If you're buying oil and gas stocks up here, you're going to lose all your money. So in my opinion, right, if I'm the smart money, if I'm somebody that has a bunch of oil stocks, it's like, oh, well, we're at all-time highs right now. might as well take my profits and go buy something that's beat up. Well, we got to ask ourselves, what sectors are beat up the most? All right, if I'm a betting man, I would say altcoins. I mean, look at this total 3 chart. We're right here on the blue line, okay? Right here on the blue line. We've gone down for 8 months. So if something's gone up for 8 months, right? If you're in a sector that's gone up for 8 months, you probably want to buy the sector that's gone down for 8 months. Wouldn't that make sense? Buy low, sell high. Makes sense to me. Do I think some of these cryptos will go to all-time highs? I do. Yeah, I think they're going much higher. Much higher. I think the market cap of crypto is going to, like, look at the total market cap here. Okay, it's at 2.38 trillion. Every time this comes down here, I mean, it lost it right back here in 2022, but we're in a different market than 2022. There's ETFs, there's institutional investors, right? I don't think we're going any lower. But the market cap of crypto right now is 2.39 trillion. Gold market cap. I don't think you could even look that up. Yeah. I think the gold market cap's like 45 trillion. So, again, over time, I think the market cap of crypto is going to go up and away, especially now that we got the Clarity Act, right? That's classifying these cryptocurrencies as securities and commodities. There's regulation there for the banks and the institutional investors that have trillions of dollars, right? They need regulation to protect their money. They can't have something like FTX happening and lose all their money, right? FTX was that exchange that went under. Bunch of people lost a lot of money, right? Banks don't want to put all their money in crypto and then something like that happen and then they're all broke. So that's the reason they're passing legislation through the governments now, is because they want laws and regulations to be in place to protect them from that happening. And this Clarity Act has been a long time coming. Okay, it's been years they've been working on this, and they're telling us it's going to pass in April. To be honest, I don't know that I believe that. I don't believe anything the government says anymore. But if it does pass in April, I think that's going to be a huge catalyst for crypto. I think it's going to be a huge catalyst. So grab, again, green dot down here. I like this one at 4. It bounced back here in April at 3.5. Went all the way up to 6. Now it's all the way back down here at where it bounced. So I do like grab still. I see one in the chat for SOUN, Soundhound. Oops, SOUN. And that one broke through its support. It got a red dot last week, so that one is continuing to fall. So again, if you entered on this green dot right here and got this red one, you probably should have been stopped out. If you're not stopped out, what you could do is just look to add again to the green on the next green dot. So again, if it goes red, green, red, and then green again, you're just looking to average down. I'd probably look to average down around $5 on this. I don't know too much about this company, but $5 was support back here in 2024. Their earnings are okay. They make a little bit of money, $55 million, but not much. So the next level I'd probably be looking to buy a green dot at would be around 5 if that hits. But again, as long as the dot is red, we got to be bearish on Soundhound, okay, until the dot flips back to green. I see one for PANW in the chat. PANW is still green as well. So again, that green dot is telling you that this low right here is the bottom. So up above 139, okay, that low from right here in February, we're bullish on this. So what you'd be looking for is a pullback here. Yeah, it got rejected on the EMAs there. So I'd wait for a daily on this one. Okay, wait for the daily alert. And if the daily alert comes above the 140 macro support, which is right here, okay, that'd be your place to average down. If you want to average down, if you entered on this signal, you should have got in around 150. So you are up a little bit. I would just want to see it hold on to 139. That one needs to hold on to 139 there. I see a stock here for RHM. And this one just doesn't really move. So this one wouldn't really fit our strategy. AHM, is that what you said? Oh, RHM. That one doesn't look like a U.S. stock, so I can't really tell you. Yeah, another 5 likes for a 50 XRP giveaway, folks. 5 likes for an XRP giveaway. That's all we need. That's all we need. Free XRP. What else we got? XOM, we talked about this. Again, we're selling up here. I don't care if it goes to 200. Some of you guys in the chat are saying that there was a ceasefire and now oil's dropping. But again, we'd be taking profits up here just like we would have been taking profits back here in 2024. I know things are exciting. I know it can go higher. But again, we go off the data here. We don't go off what we think or what we feel. We go off what the data says. Okay, and we're not trying to time the exact top. We're just trying to get out close. If you were buying back here with us, back here in January, right here at 106 or right here at 100, okay, you made a lot of money this year. Again, we want to buy down here. This doesn't come around every day. This happens maybe once a year if you're lucky. Okay, you look at that Ethereum chart, again, one good time a year to buy in the last 4 years. Okay, right here in 2023, right here in 2024, right here in 2025, right here in 2026. So if you wait too long, you miss your opportunity, right? You got to go off what the data says. The data is what we make our moves on, not what the news says, not what we feel like, not what we think is going to happen, but what the data says. As long as this dot is green, we're bullish. If it's red, we're bearish. Okay, we can always short a red dot. Okay, and we could always go long on a green dot. So green means up, red means down. 100 likes. There we go, baby. Let's go. So we'll do the giveaway over here inside of the Discord. I'm just going to go G create and then hit enter. We're going to do a 50 XRP giveaway. Oops, this is going to be for, we'll make this 3 days again. We're going to pick one winner for 50 XRP. Enter to win 50 XRP. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do this giveaway real quick. Tap the emoji to enter. So that XRP giveaway is live. If you guys are not in the Discord, there is a link. Let's see here. Why did that not work? There we go. Oops, it did 2 of them. We're just going to do 1. Boom, delete that one. There you go. So you guys can enter in for that over here. Just click on this emoji, and the winner will be drawn on March 27th at 2 p.m. Okay, I'm going to leave the giveaway just because I don't want to beat you guys. So you guys can enter for that. I'll drop the link here in the chat. Enter for the XRP giveaway. You do have to be a member of the Discord in order to participate in giveaways and fun stuff. The Discord membership is literally only $4 a month. If you guys want to join us over here, $4 a month is less than a Starbucks coffee. My wife and I are actually going out to coffee here once we sign off. And I'm going to spend more on her coffee than it costs to become a member of Overkill Trading. Okay, so you get access to trade alerts, weekly watch lists, advanced analysis, giveaways, chart requests, member chat. We have around, I think we have close to 3,500 members now, so you guys can join the conversation. Again, we're all like-minded. We all take a long approach. We're not day traders. We're not looking to get rich quick or right? The crypto's not a scam. The idea of getting rich quick is a scam. It's always a scam. If you think you're going to get rich quick at anything, you're gonna lose all your money. So again, managing expectations, I think, is the biggest thing right now. We can't be too excited off these green dots because, again, they take time to plan out. They take time to develop. This was a 5-month move back in April. It didn't go from here to here overnight. It took 5 months to go up. So just being patient, waiting for that signal, and that's what we're doing, folks. I see one for Fly, F-L-Y, Fly Aerospace. That one has a signal here. Someone requested this the other day. I'm not sure what these guys do. Are they like a defense company or something? They look pretty good here as long as it holds on to 19. It is crossing over these EMAs, so you could actually put a stop loss even up more at like 21. That actually looks pretty good. They're based on the weekly as long as it holds 21 bucks. I'd put a stop loss at 21 for Fly. Yeah, I did TAI. That looks good. Ooh, I'm going to leave it there, folks. I'm going to leave it there. I got a couple things I need to do this afternoon. Again, I won't be live tomorrow, but I will be live again on Thursday. I just got some things to take care of tomorrow, so we'll see you guys on Thursday. We will continue to execute these chart requests over here from the Discord and take more requests there on Thursday, and then Friday will be our watch list, and we'll probably take some more chart requests then. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. Thanks for getting to 100 likes. If you guys are watching the replay, let us know what you're watching. Let us know what your favorites were down in the comments section below. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back here on Thursday. God bless you guys, and